Hi, my name is Jayaprashant Mohanram and you are watching Car Talk. Today I'm at Delhi at the JW Marriott with my colleague Ajish, and here is the all-new Hyundai Alcazar. It's a facelifted model. In 2021, Hyundai launched the first generation Alcazar, and this is the facelifted model 3 years later, and there are a lot of changes. This Alcazar looks more SUV-like than ever before. Let's look at the changes from the front. Okay, so you have a completely new front end. The bumper is new. There is a massive satin insert here. That's a new item. Overall, the Alcazar looks very butch compared to the older model. That's because the front end is now very resemblant of the new Creta. And you have connected DRLs here. The H logo that we first saw on the Exter is here. These are the turn indicators. The headlamps are new. The bumper is new, and you can see since the Alcazar now has ADAS, you can see a front camera there. There is radar here. This is radar-based ADAS. So this is basically the front end of the Alcazar. The bonnet is also new. It's sculpted, and it's overall it looks very, very butch. That's the front end of the Alcazar. Now let's go to the sides and show you what the sides of the Alcazar have to offer. So moving to the sides of the Alcazar, the first thing that will strike you is alloy wheels, completely new, a new design, look very fetching. It's almost like a floral design, but you also have this diamond cut shape. So overall, these are new items. And on the sides, this insert, it runs from the front door to the rear. This is a new item. Then I'll also want to show you these things, floating roof rails. This makes the Alcazar again look more SUV-like from the sides. So 3 major changes: the alloy wheels, the satin insert, and the roof rails. That is basically the changes on the side. And of course, you can also see a 360-degree camera. There's a camera here under the wing mirror. So these are the main changes from the sides. So this is the rear of the Alcazar. Again, there's a lot of changes here. The tail lamps are completely new. You again have an H logo, connected tail lamps, an H logo. This is turning out to be a signature. We first saw this on the Exter, and now we also have it in the Alcazar. The rear bumper is also new. There is a massive satin insert here, and since this is a 1.5-liter turbo petrol, you've got twin exhaust. This was there even the older model as well. So overall, even the rear of the Alcazar has changed significantly. Now it looks very much like the new Creta. Now let me show you the amount of space that the Alcazar boot offers. So as you can see, this is a 6-seater model. It's a 6-seater model, and this is the amount of space you have. Maybe you can fit in 2 suitcases. You can fit in 2 suitcases here. This is the amount of space you have. And you pull this. Okay, you have a jack here. You have a jack here, and you have the hazard triangle. Okay, and there is that Bose branding there because there is an amplifier, and the spare tire is here. There is a spare tire, but it looks like a smaller spare tire. I think it's a space saver. And now, if you want to expand boot capacity, you do this. And even this folds flat. Okay, so this is the amount of space. Now, this is plenty of space. You can actually carry a weekend's worth of luggage in this with the seats completely folded down. So it's an intelligent feature. And you can also change. You can use choose to use only a single thing. So this is how it looks. So basically the boot space of the all-new Hyundai Alcazar. So now I'm in the cabin of the facelifted Hyundai Alcazar. As you can see, this is a typical Hyundai layout. Quality is top-notch in the interiors, and the interiors look quite luxurious. Hyundai has gone in with the brown and black theme. I think it's a nice theme because it's not going to get dirty. Beige generally gets dirty. Brown is something that, is going to age well. So that's something I like. And there is this new curvilinear display. This is almost like what you find on the facelifted Creta, and it's a massive display. And this is your MID. You're going to get all the information about your speed and your tacho and your fuel, etc. here. And this is basically your infotainment unit. A nice massive display here. And then, I like the fact that this whole center console is basically angled towards the driver. The center console itself has got this brushed aluminum finish, and it looks quite premium. And since we are in the DCT variant, this is basically an automatic. There is this toggles for, the different drive modes. There is an electric parking brake here, auto hold, and this is basically the rear camera that you can, see rear traffic basically on the display. And seats are ventilated, both the front and the driver seats, and the driver seats got 8-way adjustment. As you can see, this is an 8-way adjustable seat, so that's something very nice. The passenger seat also gets electric adjust, but there is no memory function there. There is a memory function here, and this is one more feature. They basically are selling the Alcazar as a chauffeur-driven car. So this is basically the chauffeur mode. Let me show you. So you can move this. The chauffeur can actually move the seat to increase legroom for the person sitting behind. So that is another clever feature here. And this, of course, is the armrest, conveniently placed. And again, this is adjustable. It's got multi-stage. It's got 2-stage adjustments. And there's a massive capacity here under the armrest. Okay, so this is basically it in terms of the front seat of the interior. Overall, a very nicely appointed interior. Oh, before I forget, there's this massive panoramic sunroof. It was there in the old Alcazar as well. It's carried over to the new model. It's a big sunroof. This is the sunglass holder. Overall, it's a very nice place to be. And before I forget, the paddle shifts on the steering wheel. Nice flat-bottomed steering wheel. It's pretty sporty. And you get tilt and telescopic function. So finding a driving position should be very, very convenient, considering you also have adjustable see the dead pedal. There's plenty of space. It's nice. The controls are well spaced out. Everything feels quite ergonomic. This is typical Hyundai. They've done a fantastic job here. So now I'm in the rear seat of the Hyundai Alcazar. There are a lot of features here which are chauffeur focused. I mean, for basically focused at the rear passenger, because they are marketing the Alcazar as a vehicle that also can be a great chauffeur-driven car, because you can adjust the driver can actually adjust the front seat to go front and rear and liberate more room for the person sitting in the back. And here, this is adjustable thigh support. Okay, I'll show it to you here. Yeah, this is adjustable thigh support. And this seat, it's not powered, but you do get to move front and rear, so there's plenty of space management. There are many people sitting in the rear, that is one thing. And it's ventilated. There is ventilation function here. Both seats are ventilated. Okay, and you get nice armrests. These are captain seats, very comfortable. And one more thing I'd like to show you is this. These headrests have, they wrap around your head, and it's actually very comfortable. This is almost like it feels quite luxurious, the headrests here. So overall, sitting at the rear of the Alcazar, there is a sense of space, and because there's a massive sunroof here, if you open it, you really feel like you're actually sitting in a very premium, luxurious car which has got a lot of space. And before I forget, there is this thing. You can actually work on, if you have to work, you can use this tray. This is basically a device tray. It can basically hold up to 3.5 kgs. So I think a small laptop or a tablet can sit here and you can actually work. Or maybe you can, keep something here, and if you want, you can even eat something. So that is basically what is here. So this is basically it. This is the rear seat of the Hyundai Alcazar. Now I'll show you how to get into the third row, which generally is an issue with most cars. But let's see how comfortable or not comfortable the Alcazar is for that. So now I'm getting into the rear of the Hyundai Alcazar, the rear seat. I'm 5'7" at about 70 kilos, so it's pretty easy to get in. But once I get in, it's actually a squeeze. If the rear seat is not moved up, only children can basically sit here. Anybody who's bigger than a child is going to find it difficult if the rear seat is pushed back. But if the rear seat is pushed in front, the mid captain seats, there is, I think, fair amount of room for short journeys. But long journeys, it's going to be a squeeze. But it's fairly well equipped in terms of, say, there are bottle holders here, there are charging points, there are AC vents that you can direct to your face. So those terms, there is plenty of stuff happening here. But in terms of space, it's a tight fit here. So let me show you a few interesting features of the facelifted Hyundai Alcazar. So there is this wireless charging even in the second row. So generally you don't get this, because most cars just offer wireless charging in the front center console. But here Hyundai has thoughtfully provided this. This is going to be a feature that a lot of people are going to like. The AC vents are horizontal. That's a nice design touch. So two major features that I wanted to show you. So let me summarize the 2024 Alcazar facelift for you. Overall, the design is a big win. It looks more butch than before. On the inside, it's become more premium. It's got more features. Again, this is going to be appreciated by a lot of customers. In terms of pricing, Hyundai starts at, has priced it at 14.99 for the base petrol unit, which I think is reasonable. It may not be very sharp, but it's reasonable pricing. In terms of engines, you get two options, a 1.5 litre turbo petrol and a 1.5 litre turbo diesel. Both engines get manual and automatic gearboxes. Those who want mileage will obviously opt for the diesel. Those who want performance for the petrol. Overall, it's a well-rounded package, the Hyundai Alcazar Facelift, and I think this will sell a lot more than the older model, especially because it looks more SUV-like than before. So that is the biggest takeaway from the Alcazar Facelift. So what do you think about the facelifted Hyundai Alcazar? Do let us know in the comments. And if you like similar content, please subscribe to Car Talk. Thank you.